Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Anyone joining, I am Colette. I'm a former Division III volleyball player at Trinity College in little town of Hartford, Connecticut. I was a mechanical engineering major, played varsity volleyball all 4 years, and now I graduated, and here we are. So, today I have a very fun video. And I'm pretty much calling out any new athlete going to school. So whether it's, your freshman year, you've been recruited, you're going off, and you're probably already at school if you're watching this, but it's definitely early in the seasons for everyone. So this video is going to be my advice for incoming athletes, going from that switch between high school, travel, club, and then the new scene of college athletics. So I have my top 6 tips for you. Hopefully you enjoy them. These are things I kind of either wish I knew or just, learned and just kind of had that mentality about them that I used when I was playing. And I truly think just having someone else tell you this too, you probably already know it, but it's a good reminder. So top 6 tips, here we go. But first, if you like my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. It would really, really help my channel. And thank you to anyone who does. I love you guys. Yeah, like and subscribe. And you'll never miss a video with me. And here we are in the gym, but I'm not working out today. Today's my off day. But I'm in the gym because what better place to be? It's my favorite place in the house. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to get into my top 6 tips for incoming athletes. Okay, tip number 1 is to hustle. And I mean 110% effort every single time you walk onto that field, court, wherever. Give it your all. Going from high school and club sports to college is a very big jump, and it really just, everything is more intense, and you have new college classes you're taking and practices every day, and now you're traveling all the time with the team, you're far from home, it's very different, and I know it's a big adjustment, but come in your freshman year as fit as you possibly can. Work your little butt off over the summer, get fit, do whatever you can to get your endurance up, to, stay healthy, and just really work extra hard to come in ready to play and just show the coach that they made the right decision in recruiting you, because, they take a chance on you when you're still young, assuming that you are still going to show that amount of effort you did when you were getting recruited, and even better. So that's a big tip. If you even want to be considered for a starting position, you need to work your butt off. I was a starter my freshman year, and that didn't come though just given to me. I worked so hard that summer before. I was in the gym almost every day, running, training, sprinting, lifting, anything I could possibly do to just make sure that I could handle college athletics and show my coach that yes, you made the right decision in recruiting me. And also then, when you get to college, continue that. Your work over the summer will pay off, especially if you're a fall sport and it's summer right into your season. But that's when preseason hits, and it's 5-hour practices and fitness tests and lifts and just getting adjusted to a new school and area. And I was far from home at school. You need that training you did over the summer to really prepare you for what is coming. And I think that truly helped me. I walked into preseason and I went for every single ball. I tried to get extra reps in. I worked my butt off even when I was absolutely exhausted. 6-hour practices, 5-6-hour practices, they're hard. You have preseason, we get 2 weeks for being D3 school, whatever those rules, but 2 weeks of 2-day practices and lifts, it's a lot, and you're going to be tired, but you can't show that. You've got to just say like, yeah, I'm tired, but I'm giving you every single thing that I have left in me, and it pays off, because then all of a sudden you're in the starting lineup and you're able to last all 5 sets of a match if it goes to 5. Like, that is truly like what you do now is going to help you so much in the future. So keep up your training and keep pushing yourself on your own, because then it will truly pay off when you're in front of the coach. So that is my biggest tip. Number 1 is to hustle and just give it your all 110% of the time. Number 2 is to show up on time. Yes, like I said, it's a very big adjustment. Just, even living at home with your parents and having them kind of be able to get you from point A to B. Well, now, you're living on your own for the first time, and you're getting used to the school. You need to give yourself extra time to get to the gym. And I'm talking like, you don't want to be late ever. That looks horrible. Coaches are going to see that, and that could be the deciding factor if you play or not. Like, you don't want to be the one either that shows up late and makes the team run or have some sort of punishment. Like, that's not fair, and especially as a freshman, you don't want to create that reputation for yourself, because this is the first time that people are actually getting to know you and, kind of figure out who you are, see how you fit on this team in terms of like chemistry and stuff. And if you are showing up late, horrible reputation. Don't do it. On time is late. Show up early, 10-15 minutes early, get some extra reps in, do some like light jog to warm up, whatever you need to do. But definitely do not show up late. And I know the school is new and you might get lost and all of those different factors, but that's why you need to give yourself like a very extra amount of time to get to the gym, get all your practice gear, get to the trainers, whatever you need done, and then get to your practice ahead of schedule. Like, just don't be late. That's one of the worst things you could do as a freshman. It's just you're not setting yourself up for any kind of playing time, or just like the upperclassmen are just going to be very upset because they have created culture on the team, and one of those things is not showing up late and getting there early. And as a freshman, if you come in and you're just strolling into practice last minute or 5 minutes late, whatever it is, and you give the team a punishment, they're not going to be happy. But so yes, show up on time and give yourself that extra cushion of time for any kind of, factor of like getting lost, or all of a sudden the training room is busy and you can't get taped or whatever you need done before practice. Like, it's just give yourself extra time. Tip number 3, piggybacking off of that, is volunteer to get all the training supplies that you need, like the waters, a med kit. We had a walkie-talkie to, immediately get our trainers if something happened at practice, whatever it is. Like, as a freshman, definitely volunteer and just go get that stuff. Like, it's not hazing, it's not punishment. Like, every year as a freshman, you need to just do it. Like, you can't complain. Everyone does it. And when you're a sophomore, seeing the new freshmen do it, you'll be like, yeah, I had to do it. It's not a big deal. Like, volunteer to get the stuff. Shows responsibility. You're new to the team. Try to contribute and just do it. Like, there's not much I can say to it, but just don't complain either, because that also looks horrible. And the players, like the older players on the team, they're not gonna really respect you in a way, and just offer to help. Like, you're new to the team, you kind of need to learn the ropes, and yeah, it's not punishment. No one is like doesn't like you because they make you get the waters or like whatever it is that you think. Like, you've just got to serve your time kind of, and you'll see the next class come in and do the exact same thing. So it's a very short season. Just do it. Don't complain. It'll all be fine in the end. That was a short tip, but like, it goes a long way. Number 4, ask a lot of questions. No one expects you to know everything on the first try, or, if you're used to something in club where you say, I'll go off volleyball, like if you called a certain play, say like a 4 or a hut or something like that, and now in college a 4 means something else, then like it's okay to ask questions if you're confused. No one expects you to know everything your freshman year coming in. Like, ask the coach questions, ask the upperclassmen questions, clarify things. Like, just don't be afraid to ask questions, and that really will make sure like you understand what you're doing, because you don't want to be the one that like just nods along, says they understand everything, and then it gets time to run that play and you're like, I don't know what I'm running, like I don't know what it is, and then you screw something up. Like, it's better to ask questions up front. The coach will not care if you ask questions. The upperclassmen do not care if you ask questions. Like, it really, just ask a lot of questions. I know I'm very shy when it comes to questions, and I always want to make sure, like, I always want to think other people think I know what's going on all the time and like I've got it together. But like, ask the question. It's not a big deal. However, this doesn't mean like there's a time and place. For instance, like if you are wanting to ask the coach about either playing time or what you can do to improve all that, do not ask them about that 5 minutes before you're going into a match, or right before practice, or in the middle of a drill. Like, pick your timing. Even text the coach and say, hey, I've got a few questions, do you have time before or after practice to meet for a bit, or whatever it may be. So like, know your time and place, but also don't be scared to ask those questions. I've asked my coach multiple times of like, hey, what can I do to improve? What should I be working on today? Like, that's okay. Or like I said, in the middle of practice, if you're learning a new drill or whatever it may be, like, ask those questions. It's not scary. The coach will slow it down, make sure, show you, explain it, and then you'll all be better off than you pretending you know what's happening and then go to run it and just completely screw up or not really understand what's happening. That will make people more angry. So ask a lot of questions. It's not scary. My tip number 5 is to lean on the upperclassmen for help. I know it could be daunting, especially like when you see the age difference sometimes. Like, you're 17, 18 when you start college, and these seniors are like 21, 22. Like, they just seem so much older than you. Oh my god, my foot is falling asleep. Anyway, so they just seem so much older to you, but they do have your best interests. Like, you are part of the team, you do contribute, you guys are closer in age when you think about it, but they have had more experience at school and they know a lot. Like, they know things like the coach won't even tell you, pretty much, between like if it's about your social life or classes or different professors or help picking a major, whatever it is. Like, lean on the upperclassmen because they've all been freshmen before. They kind of know what's happening. Like, they've created like a culture for the team. They understand what's going on. So like, just lean on them. Like, the older kids too, like, I love helping the freshmen. Like, if they need help with something, like, I 110% will help them every single time. Even like I said, with social life, like going out for that first night of college, as a freshman, I wouldn't know where to go if I didn't have the upperclassmen. Like, they truly like will show you the way and help you, and they have your best interest at heart. They don't want you, getting injured or hurt, whatever it is. Like, they don't want you getting in trouble. They don't want you getting hurt, whatever it may be. Like, they do have your best interest. However, you also need to respect the upperclassmen. They have worked very, very hard in creating a culture for the team and just like a very big reputation of what the team and values for that. So you don't want to disrespect that. By, if say upperclassmen have created this rule of like some pregame ritual or whatever it is, like, don't then try to go against that. Like, grow in the culture, add to it, and just truly like respect the upperclassmen. They've been working really hard, and they don't want to see all of that hard work go away by one, bad egg in the incoming class. So definitely do that, but also lean on them. It's fine. We're all in college still. Like, it doesn't need to be like daunting to talk to the upperclassmen. Like, they know you're new and they have your best interests. So definitely lean on them for anything you need, whether it's socially or academically or athletically, like whatever it may be. Like, they know you're new. They know you are, away from home, say, for the first time, and, it's daunting to be a freshman. But the upperclassmen have done it, they've survived, and they will help you. Okay, my very, very last tip. And this is something that was very hard to get used to in college, is new nutrition. You have so many options at school of what to eat, where to eat, how many times a day you eat, and that could be very exciting because, you just want to try absolutely everything. But remember that you are an athlete, and you need to understand that what you're putting in your body is how you're going to execute on the court. So you don't want to be spending all your time, fried food, ice cream, whatever it is. You don't want to just completely change all that hard work that I said you've done over the summer just by making bad choices when eating. Yes, of course, try things, everything in moderation. I'm a big believer of, not being too strict on a diet, but just making healthy choices every single day. And, once in a while, have a little cheap ice cream or whatever it may be. But just remember that your nutrition, especially as an athlete, is so, so important, whether it be for how you execute your practice and playing, or just being healthy in general and keeping yourself away from illnesses. Freshman year of college, I believe you are the sickest you will ever be. You're living in a dorm, there's new people everywhere, you're going to get sick, and if you are putting healthy foods in your body, your body will fight those illnesses and they will keep you as healthy as possible. And that's just one of the biggest things, when going to college, if you're used to your parents cooking or just having only say healthy stuff in the house, that's really all you can choose from, so it's really easy to eat healthy. But when you're sitting there and it's oh, there's Chinese food line, or oh, look, there's some kind of fried something, or we used to have pancake night on Thursdays in our main dining hall, and the pancakes, I'm telling you, were that big, and it was a small. You can have that, of course, but don't go crazy on it. The freshman 15 is real. Trust me, I gained a lot of weight my freshman year. My eating just wasn't as, lean as it usually is at home, and that's just one of the biggest things. You really want to focus on eating healthy and putting the right nutrition in your body, and just trying to be your best. And now this also doesn't mean though, make sure as an athlete, especially in college, you guys are playing so much and you're doing, heavy lifting, training, cardio, you are always moving. Your diet though, you should be eating 6 meals a day. You need to be constantly eating, get that protein, carbs, everything in your diet. You need to be wholesome, and you need to remember that you do need to eat a lot as a freshman, not as a freshman, but as a college athlete in general, but also eat a lot, but eat healthy. That's the biggest tip. Nutrition is so, so important. Nothing you do in the gym is going to matter if you don't have the correct nutrition to follow it. So truly, if you are spending, hours on training and lifting and trying to be your best there, but then you're just going to the dining hall and eating absolute crap, why would you even train? You're not giving your body the fuel it needs to perform its best. And that is one of the hardest lessons to learn, just because there's just so much food, and usually the unhealthy stuff looks a lot more appealing. But just remember, you will feel a lot better eating healthy, and your body will react to the training that you do in very positive ways. So that is my biggest tip. And that has been all 6. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helped any of you at all, even if you're not a freshman. But I hope, if you're going to school for the first time playing a sport, I hope you guys have the best season. I know with COVID right now, you might not have a season yet, or it just might be practices with no actual games, but I hope you guys have the absolute best year. College is so fun. It flies by way too fast, so take it all in and just continue to work hard. I promise you it will pay off. Of course, if you guys have any other questions about athletics in general, or just even recruiting processes, whatever it may be, feel free to comment below or DM me on Instagram, whatever it is. I'm happy to give you any advice that I can. But yeah, just go enjoy your college years, everything in moderation, and continue to work hard. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.